Hey YouTube family, this is Karen. Thank you so much for joining me on Dr. Karen VSG, my new channel. I probably assume that most people don't know why I'm making a video the day after what was supposed to be my surgery and I'm not in the hospital. And there's a good reason for it. My insurance company denied my surgery claim the morning of my surgery, literally when my husband and I were getting in the car. It was a really devastating day yesterday, and there were a lot of reasons as to why it happened. Nothing I did, which I'm assuming many people who have gone through this experience know. It's never really about you. It's about the insurance. It's about people who don't communicate properly. It's about just, in general, everything external to you. And I'm trying to remain positive, but there are some things about this experience that have just been absolutely atrocious. A couple weeks before my procedure, I had lab work done. I had lab work done on September 23rd, and my surgery date was October 5th, and I was told that my insurance was not filed. I literally had to call and ask, hey, how's my insurance authorization going? And it was like, I was met with, well, we don't have your lab work back yet. And I'm like, I can see it in Gateway, which is the medical record system for accessing patient records at my program. And I was like, okay, well, I can see it. Why can't you see it? And it was like me running around and trying to coordinate a system that I don't have any role in. It's not my job to do this stuff. And so, I was told that the authorization went out on the 30th. And I'm like, well, what the heck is going on? And every day was a phone call. I was supposed to go out starting on the 3rd of October, and I did. I actually, went ahead with my plan. I expected I would need 2 days to prepare my home and to get everything ready, which I got everything ready. I did all the pre-surgical stuff. I had been on pre-op diet for 2 weeks. I was pretty faithful to it. I'd lost like 10 pounds in that 2-week period, which was like super awesome, right? But it was like, how else am I supposed to do any better? It's like every day I would call the insurance coordinator, and she, bless her heart, she worked really hard for me, but I don't think she was put in the greatest position because, the way the program is organized is really just kind of strange to me. There's just no reason for someone to be on the schedule for surgery when there might be a shot that they won't get approved. I was given a date pretty quickly, and I was told, no problem, you have Tufts, it's going to be totally fine. Well, it turns out Tufts sold part of their plan to CIGNA, which everybody knows sucks. And CIGNA said that I needed to be enrolled in the program for 89 days in order to receive surgery. Okay, that's stupid. That's a stupid non-clinical rule. That's made for the average, and I'm not average. If anything, I've been 100% compliant with the program. I've lost about 39 pounds since the middle of July when I first started, but because I didn't meet this arbitrary requirement, they rejected it. And I've been amazing. I am a textbook case. And the other thing too was that I had really no indication anything would be wrong until the day they called me, which was the day of surgery, and it was literally packed, and said, you're not going to have surgery today. I didn't know this. And I had called, the TriNet, which is the third-party administrator for benefits at my office, and they had said, I explicitly asked them, is there a waiting period? Is there any other requirement? And they're like, no, there's no requirement. You're all set. I called Tufts. Tufts said, you're fine. Don't worry about it. You're covered for bariatric surgery. And I again asked, is there any waiting period? Is there any other requirement? No. And frankly, my own bariatric program didn't know this. Or if they did, which I'm assuming that at least one other patient has gone through this, it really didn't affect my case. So, to be called and told that your surgery is canceled the day of is crappy. It's just crappy. And I know there are many other people who have gone through this, but honest to God, you reorganize your whole life. You reorganize your work schedule. I have clients I told that I was having this done and I would be out for 2 weeks and not able to go to things that I was supposed to go to. And now I'm going to go back to work and have to show up to these things and explain why. I feel like a big liar. So in addition to now not having surgery, I'm being told that I have to wait for another 4 weeks, which means I have to do the crappy pre-op again. And I also have to go to a nutrition visit today, which is why I am here at the Faulkner Hospital waiting for a nutrition visit I don't need. That's awesome. I feel really bad for my nutritionist because she's going to be like, you know, hearing all this stuff, and it's really not her fault. I'm going to try to be nice to her today. But I don't feel nice, and I don't feel happy, and I feel like, yet again, I'm wasting my vacation time and my life. And I've been perfectly compliant. Obese people don't need to go through this stuff. We're being punished enough for being obese and the stigma that people give us, denying us for surgery when we've been compliant and we meet all the other criteria just because of an arbitrary 89-day rule, which is designed to basically maximize profit, in my personal opinion. Thank you, CIGNA. You really suck. Okay? It's bullshit. Total BS. So if you've gone through this experience, I'd love to hear it in the comments. I'm now rescheduled for November 2nd, which I'm going to try to move up if I can. But that's basically the safest date they could give me. So that's my update, everyone. I'm really excited about everybody else's stories. I've been following Jess at Watch Kitty Shrink, and she's doing super awesome, Kitty. I'm going to call you Kitty because that's how I remember your channel. And I just love watching all the other stories. It's really, really great to hear that there is light at the end of the tunnel. Unfortunately, in healthcare and especially insurance, people don't really care about the patient. There's been nothing patient-centered about my experience to date. And I even got crap on Facebook, on the private Facebook group for my program, for being, quote, political about insurance when I said something like health reform at its best. Oh dear, someone's sensitive and triggered. Oh Lord. Anyway, I'm here for this nutrition visit. I'm going to try to get through it as best I can, try to get in, out, so I can come back to my car and cry about how stupid this is. Then I'm going to go home and see my dogs. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day, better day than I am. I wish I was in the surgical suite recovering right now, but I'm not. And hopefully I will be soon, because if I'm not, I'm going to raise some hell. All right, thanks so much, and remember, keep the comments really nice. If not, I'll refer to you to mental health services because I care. Really do. I really. All right, take care. Bye, everybody.